No athlete's foot cure works without good foot care. If you do a Google search for athlete's foot, you'll get links to tons of great web pages with athlete's foot home remedies, as well as commercial athlete's foot products that claim to cure the uncomfortable, itching, flaking condition that drives tens of thousands of people crazy every day. However, as I've discovered over many years of dealing with this annoying affliction, no matter what you use to kill the fungus, it will always come back if you don't minimize exposure, take care of your feet, and use preventative measures. Minimizing exposure to athlete's foot fungus. This is perhaps the most logical of the three ways to make an athlete's foot cure stick, because it's the way you get athlete's foot in the first place. I was a soccer player, and I'm pretty sure I picked up the fungus in the locker room. I wasn't the only guy on the team who had the problem, so I know for a fact that I was exposed when I went into the showers barefoot. To minimize your exposure to athlete's foot, simply think about where you might put your feet that other people could have had their feet, and then don't do it. The locker room is an easy bet, but there are other places that might not come to mind as easily. Other people's shoes, for example. If you borrow your brother's shoes and he has athlete's foot, the odds are high that you'll get it too. Some other places you might avoid to keep from getting athlete's foot. 1. Trying on shoes at the shoe store without first putting on a pair of socks. I've done this without thinking when I was trying on flip-flops or sandals. 2. The hospital or doctor's office where you're asked to disrobe for tests. And 3. The damp floor of a boat where others have sat for some time with bare feet. Avoiding these areas where athlete's foot could be lurking doesn't mean you can't go there. It just means you should take some precautions. Always wear shoes when your feet will be touching a possible exposure site. Wear socks when you borrow someone else's shoes. Keep shower floors clean and dry between showers. Take care of your feet to fight off athlete's foot. Feet that are already damp, cracked, or dirty will be more likely to harbor the athlete's foot fungus. So it's important to follow some basic steps for general care of the feet to make sure the fungus hates the environment in the event that your feet are exposed. First, make sure your feet are clean. Wash them regularly with a mild antibacterial soap. Be sure to rinse thoroughly and dry carefully to eliminate any damp spots, especially between the toes. Second, keep your feet moisturized so they don't dry out and crack. It's best to moisturize at night so the lotion doesn't make your feet sweat in your shoes. If your feet sweat a lot, choose shoes made of natural materials such as leather or shoes with generous ventilation. You can add powder to your shoes to help avoid dampness, but be sure to clean your feet very carefully each day after taking your shoes off. It's a good idea to go barefoot for an hour or two a day to allow your feet to thoroughly dry out. Don't wear socks to bed at night to allow the air to circulate around your toes. Preventative treatment confounds athlete's foot. It's logical to apply an athlete's foot remedy when you feel the itch or see the flaking of your feet. However, many athlete's foot sufferers stop treatment when the symptoms go away. The continuous use of a good athlete's foot cure will help you fend off additional exposures and keep you from having to suffer through any itching and flaking at all. Simply reduce the frequency of use and consider using a bit less when you are treating the active fungus. If you continue using your favorite athlete's foot cure, take good care of your feet and minimize exposure. You could potentially never get the fungus again. It takes a little bit of forethought and time to try these precautions, but if you're one of those who has experienced the agony of athlete's foot, you'll know it's very much worth your while.